Hey guys, Jonah here, back with another beer review for you. And yeah, got the old hat on, the old MotoGP, because yeah, season is, well, it's been running for a while, and I've been watching avidly, which is really cool. Bit of a weird one this year because nobody really stands out as being yeah, the man, if that makes any sense. Anyhow, the beer, I've had this one for a while. This is MBH Nothing Stops, or Morley Brewhouse Nothing Stops. And hopefully it will, there we go, MBH. Now that can though is really weird psychedelic kind of type can. Um, and we do have some stuff on the back. So Morley Brewhouse, Passion and Aim is our IPAs, like everyone else, and pale ales. Hey, that's a good thing. Create balanced and drinkability while showcasing incredibly variety of flavours. Learn more, etc., etc. Best before October, which is all good. Barley, wheat, and oats, so it's going to be a hazy. And this is a 440 can, which is always cool. Now, it doesn't. Whoops. It doesn't actually say what the hops are in here, but I think because I've done a little bit of research, and I think it's got cryo hops in there, which is always cool. And from what I understand, it's Citra and whoop, a bit of mosaic. Wow, look, bit of froth on there, but no over kind of over at the top. So that's a good sign. And I'm going back to the pint glass, the big. I dare to say it looks a little bit like an unbranded Guinness glass, but I like these straight-sided ones. Wow, that head is beginning to form massively now. See if we can get some more in there before it ends. There we go, and that is an epic. I mean, look at that. I don't know why I'm getting so many of these epic heads. Not that I'm complaining, but this head is a tiny bit too big. Could be 3.5 finger head. Lovely, lovely white, fluffy clouds on there, which is really nice. And the haziness of that beer is really, really good. Lots of bubbles there, and it's yeah, it's looking like a good beer. That head is kind of going a little bit away as well. Now, on the nose, it's all about fruit and kind of zest. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that kind of citronus, citra zesty kind of thing going on. But I'm also getting some tropical fruits as well. Now, where are we? DDH. So DDH stands for double dry hopped, and it says it's a pale ale. So not an IPA, but just a pale ale, which is always good. Let's get into this one. Lovely, dry, fresh, lots of bubbles as you would expect, but there is a little bit of sweetness in the actual beer as well. So it's dry on the tongue, but as you drink heavier into the mouthfeel, you can get a little bit of sweetness. Not super sweet. It's only a 5% beer. If this was a double, or should I say a double IPA, not a double dry hop, you'd expect it to be a little bit stronger, and that sweetness kind of balances things out. In this particular beer, that's not happening. So I wonder if that bitterness is coming from the amount of citra, the peel, if you like, which is definitely there. But yeah, you've got a bit of tropical stuff going on, a bit like a lilt in the UK, which is, or a ting if you're in Jamaica. Oh, it's really interesting. There's a little bit of grapefruit kind of in there as well, maybe like a grapefruit peel. Um, but it is a really high zesty beer. And maybe that's kind of the influence of that cryo hops. I mean, I don't suppose this is superbly bitter, but it's definitely not an easy drinking, what I would call an easy drinking beer. It's not a session type beer, purely based on the amount of you get from that zest, that peel. Um, and I'd say lemon, maybe a tiny bit of orange and grapefruit in there. And then secondary to that, all the normal, wow, pardon me, very carbonated, as you can tell by that superbly immense head. Yeah, tropical fruits, and we're talking things like mango, papaya, that type of stuff. But it's all very secondary, which probably in the secondary, as dry hopping usually takes place. Um, but yeah, that zestiness is definitely kind of upfront in your face, and everything else is kind of more hidden in the background. Hey, in my opinion, anyway. Whoa, that is a nice beer. Slightly overcarbonated, as we can see, and this one has been in the fridge for a couple of days. So I did notice on my squeezing the can test that it was quite tight, like a drum skin. That's always a giveaway that it's really carbonated. Um, and yeah, what I do, put them in the fridge, get them really cold, try and get some of that carbon dioxide to be reabsorbed into the liquid, and then that way the can doesn't sort of explode and shoot beer everywhere like I have done in the past. I think this is quite a nice beer. I would say, yeah, for a pale ale. You could even say it's similar to a kind of more hoppy beer, maybe in the West Coast style. But I don't think the IBUs are superbly high. The bitterness, like I've said, is purely coming from that weird zestiness of the hops. Hmm. So, more Billy, and this one is double dry hopped pale. This has been Unclejona. Really nice beer once again. And guys, click like and subscribe down below. Otherwise, you won't know what I'm up to next. Cheers and beers, guys.